Yeah, Nisse, go ahead and do the countdown.
It's right in the stream, who's on the left and right side.
It's on the stream.
It's on the stream.
No, it's not. I will edit in just a second.
Alright.
Yeah, okay. So, are you ready?
Yes.
We'll start the race in 3, 2, 1, go!
So, the most crucial part...
They're both going to the left.
The most crucial part in a 100% race is the leveling during
planning.
the first plan. Yeah, the planning and the leveling.
Yeah.
So these two guys are gonna do a different path of getting points before the first temple. Jan is gonna go straight, the most straight way to the first temple. Artie is gonna pick up a pea bag in the forest over Zelda's temple.
Yeah.
So I guess Jon is ahead with like 4 seconds.
Yeah, this is mind games.
Oh, so you're not... Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you have to pick up all spells and all items
Yeah.
as well. But they don't have to max out their skills.
Yeah. That was the first thing we agreed upon. Not having to max up levels.
8 in all
Yeah.
3.
That would make the battle kind of boring because you had to do some
Grinding,
yeah.
farming.
Yeah. So they need to take everything, even if you don't use it. So every spell, every magic container, every heart,
Yeah.
every quest item, and every sword ability.
Every magic container you have to take to finish the game anyway, so... But you also have to take all the heart containers in this run.
So as you see, Arctic is picking up the 50 bag. Just to give him a bigger shot of getting sword 4 after the first temple. Jan is gonna hope for the best and get leveling. Yeah?
Yeah.
Old school. 100%. Yeah.
Kind of 100%, I guess.
Well, according to SCA rules and everything like that. Well, except the old school thing. So, Link's biggest enemy in this game is the bubbles. God damn it, he hates the bubbles.
So, a little thing about enemies. Enemies can be divided into 2 categories. Small and big types, if you will. The small types is all up to 20 points, experience points. No, below 30 experience points. Everything below 30 experience points will be small. And every 6th small enemy will drop either a pea bag with 50 points or a magic bottle that refills 1 square. And the big enemies will also drop every 6th of the big. Their drops are separated, so you have to keep on track on both of them.
Yeah, so the most crucial part in this temple is not to be hit by those enemies, the bunnies, or what do you call them? Because they take away 10 points, and it's crucial that Jan, in his style, will not, he cannot be touched, because then he needs to do some improvisation.
Yeah. That would be a big kind of enemy, because it gave 30 experience points, which is the minimum. And those drops if they drop a P bag, they give 200 points instead of 50 for the small kind of type of enemies.
So as you can see, Arctic got like 50 more points than Jan right now. So he's got a bigger chance. Oh, you did? Oh yeah. Yeah, he messed it up. So there are at least there are in this temple there are at least 12 big enemies. Well, there are total 12 big enemies, and you hope that you can get 2 big drops.
Yeah,
it's crucial to get 1 at least to get sword 4.
Yeah, I believe so. No, is it like that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Is this?
you need at least to be guaranteed the sword. You need 388 points going out from the candle room.
Yeah.
So that big guy is gonna drop.
But why 388?
Because then he's gonna kill the blue thing going down, and then he's gonna have 390 points.
Yeah.
And then all the enemies
right.
will give him exactly what he needs, even if the last guy don't give him the second drop.
Yeah, right.
So Jan is gonna get sword 2 here. So he's in front with a little, with less than a minute anyway.
A little bit ahead, despite that he got the sword 2 earlier than Arctic Eagle.
No, he didn't. Later.
Later,
Yeah.
of course.
Alright. So if you do this, yeah, I was just gonna say if you do that perfectly, he can avoid the sun and hit the guy just in the right when standing in the right pixel. You know, so when he's oh, good.
Jag vet inte. Fist.
No, that's not. That word not gonna be used until the blue guys.
Yeah, right. Yes, of
So
course.
Jan can get a small drop here if he's lucky, in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna take that on the way back. So this guy is gonna give him a big drop. So hopefully Jan will need a P bag from this guy.
Yeah.
But if you get a flask,
Yes.
okay.
Very nice.
So that's a good step in the right direction for Jan. So you need to kill this guy. Get the candle.
No.
And you need to, if he's lucky, what the heck?
Tack för det.
Nu is he fiddling with the camera. Yeah, so if Jan gets the drop he wants now, he's gonna have perfect score. So if you get the little drop from this guy.
No,
Okay, so
too bad.
he got 50 less than he needed. So that would give him in 388 points, and plus killing the blue guy on the way down, he would have perfect. So he have planned it out in his mind the perfect way to get it.
Yeah, so even if the last big guy before the boss drops a magic ball or another P bag, he would get sword 4 if he had 388.
Yeah, but not now.
Yeah, no.
Because now he can get 3-0-1. No, 3-1-2 as the best.
Yeah, if he doesn't get a P bag from the second one.
So it's 50-50. And of course Arctic is yeah, he needs to pray that he get the drop as well. Yeah, he got 50% as well.
Yeah, as far as I know, the drop, deciding whether it's gonna be a magic ball or a P bag, is totally random. I believe.
I think so. I think so too, because I've seen Fiesel doing this, and he does the dark run, and one time he didn't get a single drop until the last guy before the boss here, and in the end he had a 50-50 shot. Nice, John.
Yeah. So John got a lucky here.
So now we hope
both
that
the
Arctic
P
is gonna get a drop as well, a P bag. Yeah, alright, this is gonna be awesome, dude.
Yeah, this is gonna be, this is interesting.
So Jan is ahead with like less than 10 seconds, or I don't know how fast this battle can be.
Something.
Alright.
So when he puts this crystal in there, his experience will count up to the next level up. So that's where the planning comes in.
Yeah. And it... Alright.
Yeah.
Arctic is expecting to beat Jan's world record here. No. Alright. It was a joke. Yeah. Yeah, and one thing that's happened a lot to both guys is that they have been leveling up in a transition between two parts of the game, and then the game freezes. So they need to be really careful to not do that.
Yeah.
That is why Jan now takes fire before he goes to Temple 5, because he took fire after that. And if you do it that perfectly, you will exactly at the transition between the two parts at the Fire Town.
The experience.
The game will crash, because then the points will break the game.
Yeah.
Okay, my Swinglish is really good. So you see, it's really tight. Jan got a lead with less than 15 seconds. And Arctic got sword 4. So this town is most famous because the biggest name in Zelda lives here. And do you know what his name is? His name is Error. He lives in that exact building that Jan is walking through now.
It's a very small house.
Yeah. And the guy is just standing there, and when you talk to him, I am Error.
The smallest house in the game, there lives Error. And he stands in there and he says, I am Error. Yeah.
Alright.
You're supposed to talk to someone who says, ask Error about Hum Hum, what it is. Then Error will say more than just, I am Error.
Okay, so Jan has just entered the descent, going to the town before the Death Mountain. Yeah, Jan, you know, after he's done with that mountain, Jan wants to have 4 free going out of there. That's his game plan. And Arctic doesn't take P-bag, so I don't know what his is. Yeah, he's ballsy. Jan made a pass, he didn't get any enemies, going into Bagoo. Yeah. This guy, he's the best friend you can ever have, because he doesn't say a word and you know him like that.
Yeah.
He's my best man. You know, silence is better than talk. Yeah, my English sucks. Yeah, we need to keep it alive. Oh yeah.
It is alive.
Oh yeah. So Jan is entering the, I don't know the town, the Kakariko town, and Arctic got some problems getting this part. Yeah. In one run, Jan died here because he got 5 enemies attacking him at once in that forest, and he was. Yeah, I was supposed to say a dirty word there, but we need to keep that for later. Yeah, exactly. So now both guys know Bagoo. He's a really cool guy, you know.
Bagoo.
Yeah, every Friday he invites me for dinner.
Everybody wants to know him. Everybody wants a piece of Bagoo.
Yeah. And now Arctic is also in the town. And in this town you need to find a mirror, because then a lady will let you in, not let you down.
Always let me down.
She will let you go down. I mean, go in. I mean,
You know Bagoo? Then I can help you cross. You're a big guy. For you. I will restore your life. Oh yeah. And now Jan is... He's starting the descent.
he's shooting his sword beams and jumping while walking tediously.
Alright, so... We call those blue guys jellies here in Sweden because we don't know what they are.
We
Yes.
call them jelly raspberries.
Yeah, that's right.
Sounds weird in English, but makes sense in Swedish.
They look like a sort of candy.
Yeah.
So this blue guy, Jan, he's the most hated enemy for Jan because he died there like twice in a run. Yeah, but you don't know Bagoo? No, I can't let you pass. You shall not pass.
Yeah.
You don't know Bagoo. So you, yeah, go ahead. Thank you. So Jan thinks those red axe-thrown guys is easier than the yellow ones. For some reason. Unknown. Okay. Those flying McDonald's ants really doesn't like Jan.
Yeah, the McDonald's guys.
Yeah, Jan always say, watch out for the McDonald's guys when he plays. I really hate those guys because they look like McDonald's ants. It's going pretty smoothly for both guys. They are neck to neck. So Jan has entered the Mjolnir room, as we call it here in Sweden, where you get the hammer of the gods.
You call it.
Yeah,
that.
we call it. The Mjolnir.
I-
Mjolnir.
I call it Moilanen.
Boilan Cola. Yeah, those bunny guys really hate Jan a lot. He Jan has left one bunny behind and he had gotten the hammer, and then he walked back and he was killed by one of those bunnies. That was really something else to see.
Yeah, and Moilanen, it comes from this famous Swedish guy called Magnus A. Frodenqvist. Vårt kommenterande är ju lite så här halvt ofokuserat.
Du får Jan got the hammer, and Arctic is gonna kill some dragons.
The more
And
famous
now
Donald
the most famous bunnies need to die really hard. Oh shit! Oh no! Oh no, no, no! Okay, he died.
Either way,
Thank God. Yeah, this guy.
This is the guy.
He died. Alright. That was fast, by the way. Yeah, I know. I had a bet that you can't kill those platta snubbar.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
small
the
spiky things.
small spiky things when if you don't do the downward stab in the PAL version, but obviously you can. And he's the master, so now I believe him. So I guess Jan is in the lead with like a minute, but in this game everything can happen. I've seen it before. Almost everything. I haven't seen the party between Error and Bagoo.
Every day.
Yeah. When we're not around. So. Yeah.
Then everyone comes to the corner like, you know what to do?
You know, the timeline for this game is really strange because if you fail on Ocarina of Time, then Link to the Past will... No, wait. If you fail on Ocarina of Time, then Zelda 1 will happen. If you fail on Zelda 1, the Zelda 2 will happen. And if that fails, then Link to the Past will happen. And then Ganon will be dead. So, yeah. So, that's the timeline for this theoretical game thing. Yeah. Now Arva can talk some things. You know.
Yeah,
I like myself.
Yeah.
I don't know very much relevant to say about the.
Yeah, you can show the picture. You know that picture. Yeah. If you.
I think it's the content already.
No, it ends with Mega Man X2.
Why are everyone saying that?
That's what I heard.
Alright.
Alright, so
Give it.
yeah, so we have this awesome picture with Fresno Man looking spectacular, and yeah, you know memes, then you know this shit. You know, yeah. If you, yeah. Arva, show this to the camera, and I will do some. Yeah, so if the one who donates the most will get this signed, and obviously he's got the world record, so you know, he got sub 11 and he played it safe. That's a true champ, right there. He looks so sexy.
Oh, that's done.
Because anyway, last thing I heard was the end of the Final Fantasy.
Yeah, did anyone hear this from Fraser? I don't know.
Everyone heard different things from everyone. No one knows it.
How about the picture?
The contest. I don't think anyone knows when the actual deadline is.
Oh.
Maybe there is no deadline. I don't know.
There should be, I don't know.
You mean Super Mario Bros. 3 on the last day? I don't think so.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's either the game we're currently running, or it's the last Mega Man. The last game we played.
Yeah,
No one knows.
no one knows. Tog du upp extra livet? Okay, so Jan picked up an extra life because, you know, things happen in this game.
As a safety measure.
Yeah. You can do a death warp here if you want to. No, yeah. Yeah, he's gonna gain some time now. He's doing the death abuse. He's gonna gain like 10 seconds on Jan now. Oh yeah!
Yeah, right.
50. 1 minute behind or something. But it's okay.
The death abuse is allowed. Of course you can do that there.
Yeah, this is a speedrun of some
Yes.
limitations.
supposed to be fast.
Because when you see people doing streams of this, you never see the whole game. So we thought, oh, you know, let's show them. Let's show them the game. Okej, men de får säga till, de får vinka någonting, jag vet inte. Ja, kör.
All right, I think the mic is working now, so I'll read out some donations we got there. We got 2 from William Langford. The first one, it says, Junfi here says, go pro Yen, Arctic Eagle, Stella 2 for the win. And that's $5 for that. And then they donated $10.01 for Stella 2 Finance Challenge for Arctic Eagles 90%. BKLRWT. Bunch of kidding looking raccoon with everything. And we also got 2 local donations. 200 Swedish kronor for Wonder Gamelon to be played at the bonus stream.
Yay!
So thanks a lot to Sebastian and Tibbs for that.
Yes.
To stab.
Get down.
When you jump, press downward to stab.
Yeah, so now we're going to Palace number 2. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, what John does, if he turns into fairy and pick up the heart, he won't be standing there and holding it up, wasting time. Which is a neat little trick.
That's how we roll in the speedrunning community. We don't.
We do things fast.
Yeah, we don't stand around and pick up holding things over our heads.
Yeah, actually as fast as possible.
Yeah. Well, not now because you know they don't. They're doing this old school, real old school. Yeah, this is. Yeah. They cannot use fire through doors. That's the most important thing. So they need to confront every enemy in the palaces. They need to get all the keys in the palaces. So the audience can see what it's really like.
It's more like 100% kinda, 100% ish.
Yeah, ish.
But it reminds of old school.
Yeah.
I mean, I play pretty old school, but I don't pick up fire, for example.
Yeah, but then.
Or spell.
Yeah, but that's not 100%.
No, it's not 100, but it's I play quite old school.
Yeah.
I don't do dark runs.
Okay, sweet. So. Oh, you got lucky there. Nice, sweet. So Arctic has gained. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Yeah, Arctic is in front with the leveling because he got sword 4. Then he can kill enemies faster. But you know.
Yeah, he's gonna have sword 5 soon.
Yeah.
Sooner
than Jan, so probably he will gain
much
some time.
sooner than Jan.
Much sooner. Yeah. Yeah, 8 on everything. Nothing. So. Oh, you got the worst pattern possible. Yeah. So when this guy he throws the things, you want him. He can throw one a bit higher than the rest, and that is the cue to getting in and you know, stab him in the whatever. Yeah, in the stomach or in the mouth. Yeah, I'm gonna stab you. Yeah, you stab him. Yeah, I don't know what Jan is doing, but he was fiddling around in the menu.
Yeah, he was pause buffering.
Yeah, sure, you're disqualified. No. No, it's okay. It's cool. Yeah, so these jelly beans, what did we call them? The blue guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, he took out the start menu to bring out the fairy just in case he would get knocked down, so he could save himself right before falling into the lava with the fairy if it's something was
so
wrong.
Jan showed you here
measure.
the two ways of killing those guys. He did the old European way, and then he did the American way, stabbing them up front, you know. America! Yeah! Dude, yeah. Yeah, so there are two distinct styles of playing this game. Which way is the fastest, you decide. Yeah, of course. But you know... Yeah. So this pea bag is really nice to have. Yeah, yes, Arctic is gonna do. He got the world record in the 100%, so he need to remember not to use the fairy because that's like in his genes now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There was some crazy things over at Jan here because one of the knights or the dark nuts was gone, so that they can mess up his leveling.
Yeah, that's not very good. No, this. Yeah, it
you
could
know,
be bad actually. Yeah.
He would have loved to get sword 6 here. You know. That's the most crucial. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Arctic doesn't need the bottle because he's badass. Yeah, and Jan is doing the American way of killing those guys right there. And he flashed around. Okay,
nice.
Attack 5.
That is lucky. So this will probably work out for John.
Yeah, Jan needs 700 points, I think, to make this happen.
Yeah.
And the boss gives 200.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
there are several dark nuts and a pea bag left to kill. So
Arctic is doing the American way of killing guys, or perhaps he was the good guy inventing it. But I've seen Fiesel a lot. So
I use the Arctic Eagle style.
Yeah.
When I.
And we got a new donation here from Susan Denk, who donated $20 with no comment. Thank you very much. No comment yet, at least. I haven't seen it coming up. We'll see if it shows up in a minute or 5.
Yeah, pretty Yes, sweet.
That was Krippes morsa. Yeah, mother in English, by the way.
Yeah.
Krippes mother donated for the cause. We love you. Please continue donating.
Krippe is home sleeping now?
Yeah, Krippe is in bed sleeping.
Probably on the edge of the bed.
Yeah, Krippe is always living on the edge.
Yeah, that's not good. Well, yeah. Oh, that is lucky. This is lucky.
This is lucky.
This guy. This is the guy.
The bad guys over here. And get 200 points from the boss, and then he can level up to sword 6. So if you do this exactly right in the game, you've got the key. Alright. Oh yeah, thanks. That was a pretty good boss fight right there. By Jan. Yeah, it was a pretty good boss fight over there, you know. Yeah, and after this race, Jan is gonna go over to the NTSC and try to beat the SDA records on 100% OG. So that's the future thing for Jan. Going over to the real competition and doing some shit there. Living on the edge, so now Arctic is entering the boss.
Oh no. Det är inte så farligt efter.
Yeah, that was really nice. You see that? That's how we kill him. You can do 3 hits in one. You can do right, up, left in one move. That we call the triple touch in Sweden. It's a real awesome move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Triple touch is a god awful band anyway.
Oh shit, jag ska väcka Steve Perry.
Yeah, John is gonna wake up Steve Perry. He's right here, you know.
Yeah.
The lead singer for Journey.
He quit Journey.
Okay, yeah. So this jump over here is really crucial to make. Yeah, Arctic is gonna do it. So both guys are in Temple 3, looking spectacular. Getting those keys. Remember the keys. The keys are the keys. So yeah, Arva went away to wake up Steve Perry, the lead singer in Journey. Well, the guy looks as him, looks just like him. Don't stop believing. Oh yeah. And now Arctic is gonna try to doing this, the hardest jump in the game. Yeah, so Arctic made it on the first try. That was really awesome. Yeah, he's killing this red guy over here. He's taking that key. Yeah, Arctic want to have a full life at the platform over here, because then you can do the laser show and kill those jelly beans. Because they are mischief bastards, you know. They walk left and they can jump right. So if you, so they can really, yeah, fuck up your life.
They can kind of
so.
Han heter bevaka.
Yeah, there is a new way of killing these guys. It's called Fistfuck Fury. Yeah, Fiesel or someone did it.
No, Fist Fudge Fury.
Yeah, Fudge. Yeah, I'm sorry. Anyway, you jump over the blue guys and then you press down. You keep pressing down, and they are dead. So you know. Yeah. So there's some new shit going on in the Zelda 2 world. Yeah, that's real nice.
Okay, we got a new donation in here. $50 from Tor Auden Ramstad. Tor Auden Ramstad, I don't know how to pronounce it. Awesome event, guys. Keep it up. Love from Nudua and the Magic Toilet Brush. By the way, we want your cow pictures, Svenne. Thanks a lot for that.
Men,
So, yeah, you can do the Fistfuck... no.
The Fist Fudge.
Yeah, the fish fudge. If they get... Okay.
The Fish Fudge.
Yeah. Okay,
Right,
that was
nice.
pretty fast. You can do that a bit faster if you do... if you have luck on the horse guy.
But I don't think that's a safe strat to use the downward thrust to do that.
Yeah,
kind of
well,
damage.
John has done it a lot on the American version, and he has gotten it like 90% of the time, so it seems to be easier on the American version than the European one. So you need to keep that in mind. I guess it was Fiesel inventing that too. I don't know if he's doing that. Yeah, you need to kill the red guy.
Yeah, and because of that, the boomerang guy, the blue one, normally gives 30 experience points. That would be the minimum limit for
now you get
being
it.
a big monster, and that when he drops a P bag, it could be 200, which is very nice. It's a big step
Okay.
from 30.
Okay, let's see if Arctic can get it. Oh yeah. So if that blue guy had been a little more to the left, then he could have been standing up top of his head doing the downward stab and getting that
The Fish Fudge Fury.
yeah, the fudge. Yeah. So when you get 3 hits in one on a boss, that's called triple touch. I think Jan had it in his world record. The sound is and it's awesome.
The Thunderbird.
Yeah. Yeah, he did it on the Thunderbird, so it's pretty awesome.
That sound has a name, and it's called dubbelkagge in Swedish.
Yeah.
And that is a double bass drum, like you have in heavy metal bands like Manowar and
Metallica. No, it's Paul. Yeah. Yeah. I think the outdoor is going really slower on the European version, but this 2D thing is going in the same speed. Yo, this is 3D. Yeah. Yeah, remember the fire spell. So Jan is leaving the fire town right now because he don't want to do the stupid mistake he did back in the day when he took this off the Temple 5 and get the game to crash. We had it on stream one time, but we forgot to save it. I'm sad to say. Oh shit. So Arctic has picked up the pace, and I think he's gained some lots of time here. Yeah, he needs to stab that girl. In the Japanese. No.
He needs to
but
stab
in the
that
Japanese version, to pick up things, you stab them. Then you pick up, there's a boy you're gonna save in the labyrinth over there, Giannis. And in the Japanese version, you need to stab him to get him. So you need to, stab the guy to pick him up.
Yeah.
Pick up girls, they stand.
Yeah. And the sound effects are really crazy in the Japanese version. They are like...
And these
Like
pickups, these power-ups that you pick up like that, you can bounce on them with the down or stab if you get it right. So when you get to the little boy, you can jump and stabbing him in the head several times. It looks kind of brutal, evil,
That's how Link rolls,
but it's completely useless to do.
It just looks...
You lose time.
Yeah. I guess you can pick him up with your fairy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you skip the animation when Link is holding the kid over his head.
Yeah, it's better to pick him up with a fairy than stabbing him in the head.
Yeah. That is true. And hopefully the black guys. Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I mean the shadows on the things are gonna Yeah, he's taking different paths and different level ups. This is exciting.
Yeah.
He's picking up the little kid we are talking about. This kid over here.
Stab me in the head. Stab me in the head.
Yeah, he's using the fairy, so you won't see him picking up the little kid. It's okay. Yeah, you need to gain time. It's okay.
So Arctic Eagle is gonna pick up the reflect and the upward stab before entering the fourth temple, and then it's gonna do the entire fourth temple in
one stroke.
One stroke.
And he doesn't know what is faster for, so.
And then John is gonna pick up the boots, then leave the temple, go pick up reflect and upward stab, and then go back to the temple and finish the boss. So that's the difference right now.
Du får prata om det när man skippar sådana här cutscenes.
Ja.
Det här är viktigt.
Yeah, the Arctic Eagle is gonna do a trick. There are some levels hidden in the overworld, some places, like right up from where he's standing right now. But if he enters a shadow on that same spot, he will get the shadow sequence.
Yeah, sequence.
Instead, and that is much shorter, and you save a lot of time.
He got a perfect run to the town.
So there's a bit of luck factor there.
Yeah.
With the shadows spawning in the right way, moving in the right.
They are not allowed to use pause because then you can watch every frame, or the guys are going.
It's easier to predict how they're gonna move.
So that is what Fiesel does. Yeah, and now hopefully we'll see his most famous wall jump. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. It's more difficult on the PAL version, but you need to. Okay, you need to jump from a different place. But after this, he's gonna do the any percent run, so hopefully he will get it then. You're not. Yeah. All right. He doesn't care about the upward stab. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not so familiar with the 100%. Yeah. Yeah, he needs to talk with this old hag. She will let him in, and it's a religion. People are very friendly. They allow you in, and you get wow chicka wow wow, and you get life and magic. Yeah.
And you go into the house and she's gone.
Yeah. It's always like that. Link is always in front of me. Okay. Arctic thinks John can beat his world record. Yeah, his own record. Yeah. Yeah, okay. It's looking good. They can both beat the official world record if they keep this up. So Jan, hopefully he won't die here, you know. So it's pretty intense.
So by this point in this game, due to strategy with the experience points, they don't have to farm almost anything. They can just walk through and skip most enemies because of the post boss count up thing.
All right. So I think Jan is not gonna... Yeah, he got lucky there, because sometimes there is a knight and he could have died over there. And Arctic got the perfect pass to the town and back from the town.
Stab on med huvudet.
Yeah, he want that extra life.
Stab him in the head. The kid. Bam, bam, bounce.
No, do the fairy. Yeah, he picked up the little kid.
Yeah, I'm like, should I actually use the fairy or the like?
I don't know, you choose.
Use both.
Yeah, use both.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean you get your no, you don't get you only get the full
So now Jan has left the temple midway, going to the same town. So we will see if Arctic's Way is gonna give him the opportunity to come back, because he was like a minute behind, but
yeah, this is
interesting.
Quite interesting.
Yeah, because this is a random moment here, getting the skips,
these hidden events, or what do you call it? Whatchamacallit. These kajiggers.
Jan got
As
unlucky
that
there.
old lady in Futurama calls everything.
Jan got bad spawns. Okay, he got that one. So Arctic thinks this temple is the hardest one in this variation of Zelda.
And John says, whatever dude, I just do it.
He got the drop and he got the bad guy. Yeah, he's trying to kill you, I don't know why.
Real man just pursues.
So now he's in the temple, yeah, doing his thing, you know. Okay, Arctic is gonna do death abuse at least once in this temple.
Do you pick up extra lives, Arctic?
Yeah, he did.
So this. So it's quite scary if you gotta level up in the middle of a jump over a pit, because it could be.
Alright, so Giannis visited the old guy in the basement. He's very lonely, you know, so he gives him special powers because he visits him. That's so sad.
Arctic going for the boots.
Yeah, Arctic doesn't know the new strat, so he needs to kill this guy. No, that was easy anyway.
This guy. This is the guy.
The boots make you walk on water, so you become Jesus. Yeah, pretty neat boots. No. Okay, Jan got pretty good luck there. Hopefully, yeah, he got really lucky there because they can screw up your thing and you lose like 10 seconds every time. Those guys pick you up. Yeah, that was awful.
You could jigger.
Yeah, you can. You can dance if you want.
You can do it if you really want.
Okay. So yeah, Arctic needed to kill those guys because it was too dangerous. You know, you never know. You know. Okay, so now it's pretty even because I think Jan is only like 20 seconds in front now. So I guess the Arctic way was no. Oh yeah, okay. So I guess Jan is still in the lead with like a minute or something, but it's okay. Everything can happen. And Arctic and Jan died.
That was a
wow,
surprise.
that wasn't.
Voigert.
Yeah, Rygert died. Oh no.
Rygert.
Yeah, so I saw that Arctic had a better way of doing the getting down the stenar. The blocks. Okay.
No, John missed the stairs.
Okay, so he stole Jan's thing. That was cool. You know, that's how we do it in speedrunning.
Routine,
you know,
routine, and more routine.
Yeah. If you see someone doing something better and faster, you pick it up.
Yeah,
That's how we roll.
that's natural, actually.
Yeah. There are a lot of keys in this game. It would have been so much easier if you could have gotten the big key right away.
Yeah, the successful strategy will always be used. That's why evil rules the world right now. Because it's easier to cheat than to play fair.
Yeah,
It's easier to win if you cheat.
Yeah, he got a double hit on the blocks there, so he gained like a second.
He's no, he's not even doing the stairs.
So this is really interesting. It's still a tight race. It's a 100%
Making
race,
the
so
stairs
you
and
know
upstabbing
everything
the
can
blocks.
happen. And Jan had died once. Yeah, remember the
Okay.
keys. You in 100% you never take keys. Well, you do it sometimes, but you know keys. Yeah, okay. So these horse heads are really annoying. Yeah, he's gonna do the death abuse here. So he takes the key and then yeah, he died. And he got a spasm. Blinking like that. You know Bagoo? He's my best friend in the world. He left me across stairs, bridges.
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges, the dude that bites. So Jan has now finished the temple 3, 4. Yeah, 4. And Arva is taking a walk. Yeah, he's doing in the old switcheroo.
Yeah.
So, as you can see, Jan is walking on water. Yeah, like Jesus. But obviously Link doesn't do miracles. Well, walking on water, I don't know if that... Yeah. Anyway, so there is a hidden heart over here. So if you forget it, you
Pro
won't do 100.
Jesus Nurminen.
So if you get lucky on this boss, you can actually kill him like in a couple of seconds. And if you're real unlucky, he kills you. That's right. Yeah, that was nice. You get 2 hits in one there. Yeah.
Could it take forever if you're extremely unlucky?
Yes.
Like, you mean
you
2 hours or something?
Yeah, that's not probable, but you know, it could happen. But that would be really sucky.
That would be strange. That would be scary. If that happened to me, I would be scared.
Yeah,
and
so
not surprised.
Jan killed the snakes, and Arctic is gonna do the thing on walking on water.
Yeah, the Jesus stuff.
Yeah, he need to get the heart in the water. So if
Here's my eagle in the
if
water.
you're not used to this game, you never pick up the heart because you don't know where it is. Yeah.
But I believe there's someone who says that there's something hidden in the water or something like that.
This game is actually useful because some of the town people actually have something to say. Some people say, I can't help you, I don't know anything.
Jan is doing
and
the
those guys you really don't need to talk to. Jan is doing the
cosmetic irrelevance, as I call it.
Yeah, he's killing guys for fun.
No, I mean trying to break the stones.
Yeah.
It's completely pointless, but it's something you do as to kill time when
and
you play
now
the game.
Arctic is gonna kill.
Cosmetic
he's gonna skip the snakes because he doesn't like snakes. He's like Indiana Jones. Yeah, he got level 8 sword and so he can kill guys a lot faster now.
Yeah, and this should also be interesting because I believe that Jan will not pick up the sword 8.
Yeah, Jan will continue
so we can see
only having
here.
sword 7. So Arctic is gonna kill guys more faster, well, enemies. Yeah, you know, doing the fairy thing, you can't pick up keys, so that really sucks.
Yeah.
You can pick up, you know, the hearts and
for some reason,
the magic.
Link needs to stab everything he picks up. I mean, if he stabs a pea bag, it should broke. Or maybe it's just the way he opens it to get the points. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Yeah, it's not logical.
So.
Yeah.
I need to pick them one by one. No, I want my points.
There is no point.
There's no point with the points.
Sorry about that. That was low.
So Jan is doing some magic, going through walls. That was new for me. No, it wasn't.
This is such relevant commentary.
So if you get 3 blocks, you can take the key.
No, we're having fun here.
Okay,
this is awesome.
He gets really bad luck with the falling blocks. But he's pretty tight. He's picked up a lot of momentum here. Taking the flask over there. And,
Jan has now
the
I believe. No, I shouldn't say too much.
So if you kill the hags in this temple, you will get 200 points.
Some more cosmetic irrelevance with the blocks from Jan.
Yeah, as you see, he killed the red guys with 1 hit, and Jan has to do twice, or 2 hits.
He has to do 2 hits or hit him twice.
Yeah.
There's either.
So every time I do something wrong, Arva can fix it up.
Yeah.
That's how we roll. So,
Yeah.
Jan did the new strat, you know, killing the guy.
He did the double kag.
Yeah,
Yeah. The
yeah, exactly.
strategy with the fish fudge. What you call it?
So this temple is green, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I guess this is his hometown. This is his turf, you know.
But it's not the same green.
But I guess he was like a
Shades,
bastard
exactly.
in the young days because everyone hates him. Yeah, he was too gangster. Oh yeah, soft.
Alltså, det finns inte så mycket att tillägga egentligen. Man kan förklara minnesdata saker istället.
Yeah, I guess there's nothing useful to say until the boss. The boss is really something else.
He's hard balls.
He got hard balls.
He is hard balls. He's badass. It's a metaphor. Look it up. Look it up on the Google machine.
Hello.
There, you can probably find it somewhere if you just look hard
It would
enough.
have been nice to have like Google Translate this.
All
shit.
truths can be found on Google if you just look hard enough.
Yeah. So sometimes
Even those that
sometimes
are
I
false.
ask Arva här, do you know the answer to this? And he said Google Translate, but that makes me angry because I know he got the answer. He could just give me the answer, but
Yeah.
he says, yeah.
And if I answer, Sven will come back and ask me for more stupid questions that he can easily find out by himself.
Yeah.
Like looking up stuff like
Yeah. Hard balls. So the blue guys, they are awful.
Is the mic working? It is working, awesome.
Do we got some new donations?
Well, we got a $12 donation before. I don't think people could hear me before. So, $12 from Neil Stevens. Who said, sell it to 20%. Milkshake for the win. That's $12 for the milkshake fine name. Which puts it in the lead.
Yeah, the boss fight. This boss is kind of stupid. If he walks off screen, just as yeah, John did a quite right.
That was new for you, Arva, wasn't it?
Yeah, I wasn't expected that. But if you push him off screen, you can't hit him. Although if half of him is off the screen, and you still can see part of him, you can't hit him because of something stupid. And his graphics would be a little messed up.
Yeah, he would throw the ball, but the ball will not show.
Yeah.
Hard ball. So Jan is doing the thing. Oh yeah.
Now I'll be hearing that for the rest of my life.
Oh.
When I'm lying on my deathbed, Sven is coming to say to me, "You said hard balls."
Jan is gonna try to do the skip over here, and if he gets lucky,
No,
he had a perfect opportunity to skip this part,
yeah.
but he reacted too late. But it's okay. So one hit, and Arctic is gonna kill that guy. So Arctic is gonna kill guys more faster. So this is the new thing. He killed that guy pretty fast, so he must have gained like 10 seconds there.
I also actually prefer not to use jump on him because he goes faster. You don't have to jump over this thing. This Kajigger, Morningstar, Death Star, whatever.
Yeah. There are a couple of ways of doing this. We prefer the fastest way. In accordance of the rule of law. Okay. You missed the first guys, you missed the second guys. Yeah, and you hope for the best now. Are you sure? Okay, he will not try to skip. So hopefully you will not get 9,000 points in getting out of here. Because that would be really bad. Okay.
Så John, hur går det tycker du? Sådär, allmänt? Ja, nice.
Yeah, so now you can translate it in English.
Det var inte för streamen, du vet.
Nej, jag vet.
I could, but I won't. You do it. Ask Google.
So, totally random, there is a town in the woods.
Yeah, hidden.
Hidden, yeah.
Hidden.
So in this town you need to go middle, right, left to gain some time. There are 3 things to do in this town. You need to pick up the spell. It's a spell. Yeah, he's gonna pick up the spell. Then
The spell called spell.
Yeah, the spell called spell. Pretty genius.
Yeah.
And Artig is doing something. He's doing some improvisation there I have never seen before. That was really awesome.
Well,
I wasn't expecting that, you know. Yeah, and that was 200 points. So those big drops. Yeah. Okay. So these guys you can only kill by using fire, right? Yeah.
yes.
But in the Japanese version you can actually stab them. It's really strange. I looked it up yesterday, so I am informed in some manners.
You did it
not
by
in
yourself.
English.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. Bastard. No, I'm just derping around here, you know. So, Jon got the spell, and he got the big key, and now we're gonna get the last heart container. No, the magic. It's the magic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And now they're in the same town, so that means that Artig has gained a lot of time. I think so.
Yeah. This old lady will only let her.
Okay. So Artig usually doesn't have magic 4. He usually have magic 5, so he need to do some stuff.
Yeah, so this old lady who lets you into this magic container, she requires you to have 7 containers to let you in. Otherwise, she won't.
So my mother has come further than me in this game. That is true. Yeah, the spell called spell. Yeah, this as you can see.
Nice freeze frame there with the up stab.
Because he has 40 magic, spell would take a lot of blocks. Okay, so now he doesn't have enough magic to do the fairy on the key. So he had to see that the animation picking up the key, the big key.
Yeah.
So now this guy doesn't have to take keys anymore. Well, there are some boss keys you need because they open certain doors. But
yeah.
But they doesn't need the keys anymore unless
They don't need the keys unless they need the keys.
yeah. Yeah, we need to go to the keys. Celebrating spin break.
Kalmar.
So
yeah, the first room in this temple has a key door in it, so obviously you have to take the big key to even start this temple.
So he need to get some points here. Well. And now he doesn't have to care about it any longer, because he will get what he needs from the temple and the boss. Hopefully, yeah. So yeah, he will go through the forest and pick up the 500 points to get it faster. There's a P-bag hidden here with 500 points. Jan missed the big jump.
Yeah, it's a hard jump. It's
really
very
hard
precise.
But in this temple, you need to do that on the way back as well. You don't go down there. If you go down there, you're going wrong. It's just useless information down there.
Yeah, it's a trap.
It's a trap. So there is a hole in the floor there, and if you fall down, then you will come up where the big jump is.
Yeah.
And now we'll see if Jan can do the new thing. Okay, we need to go. That guy need to go to the left, and he killed him like that. That's the peep.
He died without
that's
losing
the
all his health.
Fury thing, you know. There was real. So that was nice.
It's such fury.
Yeah. That was really awesome. So there are some new things happening in the Zelda 2 world.
So for you who having trouble with keeping up with what Sven is saying, there is a Sven dictionary available at eBay for
$50 or something. You get my personal commentary.
Yeah.
On a USB stick.
Yes. And with the gestures and all.
Yeah. And all the terms. All the new speedrunning terms. Neither do I. It would be cool with a speedrunning dictionary. So they are both in the 6th temple, so it's cool. This blue guy, yeah, Jan did that with FFF thing. And now Arctic is gonna kill the blue horse guy. Yeah, he's like one member of Metallica or something. Yeah, that was really nice.
Nice.
He didn't even awesome. Hit the ground, so that was awesome.
That was better than FF.
Yeah, that was better than FFF. So
that was a triple and touch.
I think he gained like 5 seconds there, so it's okay. It's awesome.
That was not the FFF. That was the triple and touch strategy.
Yeah, I think Jan did on Thunderbird. He does right, down, right, and can get 3 hits in one. You know, jumping and. But that's really hard to do.
The Triple and Touch is also a Swedish band, and it's a little bit like Barry White in Swedish, if you will.
Yeah. Mitt namn är Ken och jag är fotograf. Jag tar mina fotografier. Lasse Kronér is a really famous Swedish guy. He was in the band.
And he wore a suit and sneakers. He's very famous for that.
Yeah.
But that is not relevant to this race at all.
No. But the name of the... Yeah. So Jan is gonna try the thing again. Okay, go to the left and he got it again. Like that.
Nice. It's not as fast, but it's cool.
Yeah. So this blue guy, yeah, just skip him. So if you do that right, you can actually hit 3 blocks in one. That's really awesome to see. Yeah, those horse heads are really... They are annoying as hell. Yeah, especially around the lava. And this is Jan's most hated boss, without a doubt. But if we get it in the middle, he can do a 1 cycle, but only in the middle. and he hates to the right, because sometimes he do the upward stab and it doesn't work in one ball. So it's
the upward stab. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So now
done.
that guy should die pretty fast. Yeah, that was okay.
Oh, that was alright.
Yeah, I watched Fiesel doing the triple touch on that he didn't get a one cycle, but he got the second one, and he did the most awesome thing ever. He went and the guy died like 4 hits in one. I was like, yeah, Fiesel, motherfucker, yeah, that was awesome. So that was the triple touch.
Yes.
That sound is the most loved sound ever. So hopefully these guys will get it on Thunderbird or something. I'm sorry if the commentating is really weird.
You're not sorry. You're not sorry.
I'm not sorry at all. So this guy lives alone in a haunted town.
Yeah.
He loves his basement because that's the only place he's safe. But he has the most powerful
And
magic.
he's cooling down his beard by doing this with his hand.
So Arctic is
Nice. Oh, that's nice.
that's nice. Okay, now it's that. Yeah, like that. So he got circle around faster than Jon, so he probably gained like 10 seconds there as well. And now he will have Magic 7. In my no? Yeah, he will have Magic 7. So now the game is on. The heat is on. So it's early in the morning here in Scandinavia.
Either way is fine.
But we have been drinking a lot of coffee, energy drinks, and
You have.
yeah, I have. I have been pouring up some liter of coffee, you know. You know, give me a goddamn liter of cola, you know.
That's like 1 gallon.
Yeah, that's
1 gallon coffee in 2 hours.
So we need to stay up for. There are some most awesome gaming ever here. So you want to stay not alive but awake. Yeah. I'm sorry. That was really wrong.
Yeah.
You want them to stay alive.
Yeah.
Commentary in the chat.
All right. Yeah, I'm doing the best I can with the improvisation in English.
Do not tell them
That is rocky
to
tonight.
die.
Yeah. Please don't die when you watch speedrunning.
And also, we don't want you to die even if you're not watching.
that is
Even
true.
after this is over,
Yeah.
we still want you to live. We don't have a death wish.
Yeah,
out there, so
there are coffee
they cool.
downstairs, you know. Just take it to stay alive. Not stay awake, but alive. Staying alive, staying alive. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk.
The Homer version. Ooh, 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 ooh. Table 5, table 5. When they're having yard sale and he's he's commentating on what's happening.
Yeah.
Like we are.
He's rocking the mic. And now we hope that Arthur gets the skip. He gets. Ooh, that was close. Yeah. Alright, thank you, Fiesel. So, because they can't use the pause thingy, they can't get guaranteed hits on the skips.
I think that's a kind of. I won't say the word that I want to say, but I think it's kind of. It's a shame that they can't use the pause trick because they could make an example of how it works.
Yeah.
Just for doing it.
But you know, Arctic is gonna do it 100%, so I guess he will do it then.
Yeah, that's right.
Because, yeah. Okay. So you guys need to keep the timer anyway, you know, even if No. It's a long. Well, you know, you don't stop the timer before everyone. Both guys are done. You know. You
Nej,
don't.
du stoppar på första som den som vinner.
Yeah,
you
you
did
got splits. Okay,
That's
then
awesome.
it's awesome. You didn't have that before, so I was concerned. That is awesome. Nisse is doing a great job. He's the sound guy.
Yeah,
and
Nisse is the man.
Nisse is the man, myth, legend. Nis Dry Free. Yeah, yeah. You can on Sunday he will actually do Tetris. You need to watch that. And now Neo is the guy behind the mask. Jan is looking really concentrated.
Svenne is a magic word generator.
That is a really bad song by Alice Cooper.
It's a song.
Yeah, it's from it's on Friday the 13th, episode 6 or something.
Yeah.
You know, Corey Feldman is in the movie and shit like that. Corey Feldman obviously was a really famous child actor, appearing in such movies as Gremlins, Lost Boys. Did I say Goonies?
Yes. You said that before. Yeah,
and most importantly,
Stand
By Me. Yeah.
And also a movie called Lucky Fritz.
Yeah, Lucky Fritz. So
it's a terrible movie. Don't see it.
And I don't know
Trust
if he
me,
was in anything good after that. His career went downhill.
Like doing Lucky Fritz.
Yeah. So the sound, the music on this temple is like cued now. So we got exactly the same music. It's like stereo here. We got stereo sound. Ja, det är fan perfekt alltså.
Yeah.
It's fucking perfect.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's a delay.
So
it's echoing.
So this is a bullshit run, eller room. It was. It looked like a boss room, but it was bullshit.
Bull pies, I'm supposed to say.
So Tompa, you can cut me off whenever you want. You know. All right. If you get some new donations or anything. Milkshake. Oh, not milkshake. All right. All right. Yeah, sure. That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, to beat Arctics any percent run, you need a bit of luck because it's really optimized. So, Fiesel, sometime in the future, I hope you do it. Oh, yeah, he's really low on health, so I hope the red guy doesn't kill him, because the horsehead is not the hard guy. But he can get a flask there, but you.
The head's out of the way.
Yeah, he wanted the guys out of the way. Is there a weird sound?
So.
Okay, so now hopefully Jan will do the triple and touch.
Yeah, it's entering the final.
Yeah, listen.
The final phases of the game.
When the Americans are doing this boss, they wait a lot to activate Thunder. I don't understand why. They are like waiting for him to get in the middle. You can do it as soon as he appears.
Yeah, but
so
not too soon.
Nah, yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Nice, triple and touch.
That was the best fight I ever seen on that guy.
Photograph. My name is Ken and I'm a photographer.
So you need to be ready with the first time zone. So this is Dark Link, the dark side of Link. Yeah, first time he appears in a Zelda game. He also in Ocarina of Time in the Mirror Room in the Water Temple.
Yeah.
That bullshit temple that the people doesn't like at all.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't think it was that horrible.
This is
it was pretty cool.
You need to stand over the
was not as
clock.
hard either.
Okay. There! Time. Yeah. Yeah, that's a new PB and world record, guys. That was great. And Arctic is gonna beat the official world record anyway, so this is been an awesome event.
Yeah.
So
bästa tiden någonsin.
Yeah, so
yeah.
So he beat the official world record with 4.5 minutes. So Arctic will do the same, I think, here, because he's really close to the yeah, he will beat the world record as well, the official one for this category. So he will do that death abuse thing. Yeah, so he got 2. So he got this by the balls.
The hard balls.
Yeah. So you in the audience have watched a wonderful performance by John, and soon you're gonna see Arctic gonna kill some bitches. So that's the only thing I have to complain about the Americans. They wait for him to get in the middle, so I don't understand why. Because you want to hit them as fast as possible.
And then försvinner.
Oh, the fire disappears. Okay. And Fisto is doing 2 hits, and he gets this guy to do a certain pattern, so he never probably gets hit by the guy. Yeah, by the floating blue guy.
He did.
So he get like a smooth boss fight, but it you know, obviously if he beats the world record, he's gonna do a faster fight. No. This is not the final boss. It's coming up, so you need to be prepared. Be prepared. Yeah. After this, we're gonna take a short break. You know, Arctic needs to fire up his steam. Yeah, he haven't slept, so we have like 2 gallons of coffee going.
Yeah, 2 gallons.
Yeah,
I want coffee now.
That's enough.
Yeah. Can you bring to Arctic as well? You know, coffee.
Yeah, I can bring.
Yeah. 2 months? Mugs. Okay, thanks.
2 gallons, that's moderately much coffee.
Okay.
Det är typ 8 liter.
That son of a... Stop the timer. Yeah.
Du vet att en gallon är typ 4 liter, va?
Yeah, we got a lot of coffee here anyway. Yeah, so both guys beat the official world record. So this was 132. 43. So, yeah.
Yes.
Thanks a million, all of you who have donated and watched this thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's a personal best for Arctic as well.